Perfect. Here we go.
Hello everybody, we are back in Pokemon Yellow. I have refought all the trainers that I had fought before. It was a real pain in the butt, took like 20 minutes. It actually wasn't that bad. 20 minutes was me rushing it. I was just mashing buttons. I think King Koopa's a little higher than he was before, because he learned Bite. Which is super cool. I'm gonna use it, see what it does to this guy. Not yet much. Oh dear. Oh no, my water gun. But let's choose Flame Butt. But yeah. We are basically caught up. I think the only thing that was happening was... Oh, that's the move I wanted to use too, Slash. The only thing that was happening was, for some reason, when I tried to pick up that Pokeball, the game freezes, and I had to restart the whole system, and it's a pain in the butt. But I'm gonna save state after every game. Yes, I will change Pokemon back to King Koopa. But yeah, I'm gonna save after every episode, and I'm gonna save state after every episode, just cause that's the most surefire way that I can continue and don't have to, you know, do terrible things. But no, it's been nice. Work's been terrible. I can talk about that. We are being forced to wear masks now, which, I mean, huzzah for, you know, being safe and everything. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be. I'm just saying masks are a terrible thing. And I'm kind of a larger guy. So I, you know, tend to get a little more warm and, you know, sweat easier, so me breathing through that thing is kind of... It warms my face up a lot, so it feels just like a hot summer day all the time. I can't believe he lived. Also, I have glasses, so they fog constantly. And I feel like people don't take me as seriously anymore. What, you? Yeah, that's right. I beat you. Oh, grass. I wonder if there's any new Pokemon up here. But no, as I said, either in this series or I think I might have said it in Infamous, honestly, I work a retail job and I'm kind of, like, semi in charge of certain things. So I can, like, tell, you know, customers and stuff that, you know, I'm basically like the one step up before, you know, can I speak to your manager? It's just like, I'm the supervisor type, I'm pretty close, I can generally answer I'd say 80% of questions, actually. 80 is probably giving it a lot as well. But, yeah. So I feel like people haven't been taking me as seriously anymore because of the... ooh, it didn't affect me. Cool. Because of the masks. Just because, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, take this seriously all the time. And that's not exactly how it sounds. They're just like cloth. They're like surgeon masks, I want to say. Is what they kind of resemble to me. Though I haven't been to a surgeon before. Maybe what dentists wear? Yeah. I was hoping for something new. I will try for one more Pokemon, and then we'll go back to town and, you know, explore a little more and see about the gym. Biting. Also, I had almost no employees today, which was It was a chore. Because I need a certain amount of people every day to be able to function and do anything. And let's see, I need... So there's myself. I can close the registers. I can, you know, send people to their breaks and lunches and stuff. And that's, you know, what I do. I you know, talk to customers and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. So there's one for me. I need someone... Oh, and I work the front end, by the way. I need a cart attendant to go get the carts. I need someone at the service desk. There are self-checkouts, which I need one attendant at each, so that's 2 people. And then I need at least one lane open. So that's, you know, that's 6 people. And I didn't even have 6 people. That's the bare minimum I need for anything. Because I can always take one person off of a self-checkout and have the, you know, guest service person watch it, and it'll help out. That is the bare minimum that I need, and I had 3 less than that today. Thankfully, the people above me saw fit to give me 2 people, and then we were able to call somebody in. It was very, very nice, and it ended up working out. Just, at first, I went into work, saw everything, and was like, well, it's gonna be a bad day. Alright, let's make a pit stop at the Pokémon Center. Just so as we can stop this from happening. What is this? Fuchsia City Pokemon Gym leader Koga, the poisonous ninja master. He is gonna kick my ass. He really is. I can only imagine, because if the last gym, if their leader was 50, this guy has to be 60. It's just what I imagine it being. So it's gonna be fun. But no, work's been, you know, work. No, I don't. I was trying to leave, and then you talked to me again. How you doing, Pikachu? Well, I'm glad somebody's happy. But no, work's been work. It's been terrible. People have just been freaking out. Safari's own warden is old, but active. All his teeth are false, though. Well, that's not the worst thing. Bill files his own Pokemon data on his PC. Did he show you? Yes, he did. But yeah, as I've said twice now, work's been work. People are terrible. But I will get through it, and I just... I'll suffer for a while. Just as I normally do. What is down here? Oh. Oh, there's more people. Huh. Have to warm up before my swim. What do you now? I should really I hope these guys aren't too strong. The swimmer wants to fight. Sent out Tentacool. It's level 30, which honestly isn't that bad. Our young stalwart trainer sends out his electric type, which should be effective against the water type. Oh. If I could do announcer voice the whole episode, and I think that'd be great. I would just... I feel like I personally would fumble it a lot. About to use Shelder. I shall. In fact, change Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Yawn. It's 11:43 at night, and again, I generally work nights, so I've been out of work for an hour and 43 minutes. I got off at 10, so I went in at 2 and I got off at 10. And I could have stayed longer, but I had to record, so I chose not to. I got my 8 hours in. I think it's kind of a short week for me. I get between 35 and 40 hours generally. Some weeks are, a little lighter. All warmed up. Some weeks are obviously a little lighter. Nothing I can really do about that. I'm hourly. I don't control my schedule. Wait, you'll have a heart attack. Let me do CPR. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't control my schedule really. The only thing I control is the weekend day I work. So I work Saturdays, but I don't work Sundays, and doesn't have anything to do with like religious reasons or anything like that. I'm generally not really a religious person. That's just me personally. But I was, approached by the person who makes my schedule, and he was like, so would you rather close Saturdays or Sundays? And I said Saturdays, because honestly, Sundays are awful. Sundays are the days that all the church people come to shop, and I hate that. I don't think there's anything wrong with people going to church, just they can choose a better day to go shopping. They don't have to go shopping when every other person is going shopping. That is how I personally feel about it. I just wish, I wish more people from church just went during a weekday. Lighten the load on Sunday, because Sundays can be just rough. So I chose Saturday for that specific reason. But again, I'm not a religious person, but I'm not gonna fault anyone for their beliefs unless it's like Nazism. I will fault someone for being a Nazi. Other than that, I'm generally okay with most things. I, of course, don't know every religion in the world, so I'm sure there are others that I don't really agree with. But I personally believe people are allowed to believe what they want to. I have always believed that. I have never really cared personally for a religion. And aside from one instance in middle school, generally people seem to accept that about me. And the instance I am talking about was, I don't know why even, it was like during a weird middle school shop class, somebody brought up the topic of, religion. It was like, oh, what do you believe in? And it was like, well, I don't really believe in anything. It was like, so you're an atheist? And it was like, not really. I mean, I guess there could be something. I'm more of a believe it to see it sort of person. Oh, that's chilly. I think I gave that guy a different voice. Let's see. Sea route, Fuchsia City to Seafoam Islands. Neat. Definitely not going there yet. Dogs and burgers on special today. So they have hot dogs and burgers, but what do they make them out of? That begs the question, doesn't it? It's some sort of machine. Interesting. Sea unites all in serfdom. But no. Back to the subject. Somebody brought up the topic of religion. I said I don't really believe anything, but I, believing a seeing sort of guy. And some guy really took offense and, started shouting, "You don't believe in Jesus?" And was like, well, I mean, he could have been a guy. I mean, there's evidence of it and stuff, so, And he, weirdly enough, took it on sort of crusader sort of, dealy. He, like, after class, he started, shoving me, and, Guru's older brother. I simply love fishing. Do you like to fish? Grand! I like to take this and fish, young one. Sweet. I got a good rod. I feel like good rod should be before the super rod. But no, he, started attacking me, started shoving me. I was, walking to my next class. He took an uncapped pen to my back several times. It didn't, wasn't bleeding or anything, but you could see the dots from the ink and stuff. And it really hurt, so I shoved him to the floor. And the next class, I believe, was gym that day. So I was, in gym, doing, gym stuff when I got called to the office. He had scratched up his own neck and told everyone that I had choked him out. Even though we had witnesses and evidence on my back, he got off and I got suspended for 3 days. Out of school. So I went to the, out-of-school suspension building and did class there. Which was fine. I actually, weirdly enough, you just go to a different building with no other kids, and... Ooh, a Goldeen. I don't have one of these. Oh, shit, I'm gonna kill you. What does Bubble do? I don't want to kill you. That should be fine. But no, the out-of-school suspension building where I am wasn't bad. It was just a super air-conditioned building with 2 teachers who would help you through your homework and mostly tell you to read, and they would provide lunch and stuff. And it was a better option than just saying, well, it was entirely optional, so my mother chose this for me. So my mother sent me there instead of me just being at home, not doing any schoolwork and stuff. And I actually caught up on a lot of schoolwork when I was there. But no, when I got back, probably the most violent thing I ever did to anybody was I shoved that kid's face into a locker and broke his nose. When it is time for them to lay eggs, they can be seen swimming up rivers and falls in large groups. And I just wanted to hurt him. I didn't actually, mean to take it that far. But I also threatened him and told him if he ever did it again, I would do much worse. And he left me alone from then on. So that was probably the most violent I've ever gotten with anybody. Goldeen. Oh, you turn into Sea King. I don't know what gender it is. So I'm just gonna call it horny. Because it will always have a horn. But whether you actually believe the story or not, I truthfully don't care. Either way, it's not, something I was ever, astoundingly proud of. I felt bad for it for years, but I was just glad the kid left me alone from then on. And if it helps, the break wasn't that bad. It was... I don't know, can you fracture a nose? I don't think you can fracture a nose, but it didn't take, as long as... I was 13. I wasn't, the strongest kid in class or anything. Do I have the super rod with me, I wonder? I do. Let's see what I get. But no, with my meager 13-year-old strength, I shoved a kid's face into a locker, and I was told it broke and stuff. Ooh! I hope to star you. Alright, everybody, this is where I'm going to end the episode, so I will see you all in the next. Like, comment, subscribe, have a beautiful day.